sharks. Big shark game. Welcome to a retrospective of Shark Game by me. A while ago, I decided to stream making a game every day. Maybe it was 5 days a week. And basically, I just cut out some time from like 10 to 2 every single day where I'd hop on Twitch, program, I'd follow my milestones, and then I made a game. A lot went well with it. A lot didn't go so well with it. But at the end of the day, it was a project that saw some action, so I wanted to talk about it to help me hone my craft and share with you some of my experience so you might learn from it too. The first thing that was apparent during Shark Game was that my community was involved. I mean, I guess I'm doing finger quotes because there was a few people, but to be fair, it was real. There were like 2 or 3 people who showed up every day, and I had no idea who they were. So they were awesome. Ron and forget the other guy, but basically they saw my game and they would like say things, and I'd be like, okay, like they'd say like make the shark bigger, and so I'd like make the shark bigger, and this was a really interesting experience for me. I feel like on the one hand it was cool because it made me feel excited about working on the game. It made me feel like that other people were approving of what I was doing, and it was engaging to like see what others thought during my development process so that I could work on it with some feedback. At the same time, I feel like it was very distracting, and some of my friends would just send like silly things in there, and I keep looking, or we'd watch like Alan Wake videos, and not that that was bad, but like I'm supposed to be focused on working, and sometimes it was just like silly for me. Another thing was that when you're working on a game, like you have a goal in mind, and if you just do every single thing like the fans tell you to do, like what are you even doing anymore? Like you need to be able to focus on what you're making, because then it changes so much if you only do like what people tell you to do, and then they get in your head. It's like, well, maybe I should do this. They're like, well, this was not my original idea. You're like, well, maybe it's a good idea, or maybe like now it's like defeats the whole purpose of doing this other thing. Or it's like they also don't always know like what's good for like the game. Like they don't see the big picture. And to be honest with you, like I don't even know how serious these people were. Like they were just people in my comments, and I was like intrigued by it, so I listened to them, and I don't know, I guess it just confused me too. Like I didn't know if I was supposed to be like, this is a series where I make a game that you want me to make, or if they were just like hanging out with me, you know, like, oh, I'm working, hey guys, what's up, I'm here, because I would do that. Another thing I experienced was like seeing other people do the same thing. Like I found some games on Steam. I want to say it was like, well, I don't know for sure which game, but some game that like I kind of knew about, and I like looked into them, and they like did the same thing. They like streamed their game development. And I also found other people on the platform that were doing the same thing. They were, streaming their work, making different types of applications or games. And so seeing these people was interesting, and allowed me to engage with that type of community. So that was awesome. I would say the last thing that really stood out to me during this process was how I feel like I dropped the ball on it. I made this prototype, and I even got like a positive feedback from this guy, this YouTuber. I mean, he's not, I don't know. He was like a small guy, small channel, but like he was doing that every day, like reviewing itch games, and he reviewed mine. And for some reason, I just felt like after like the high of like being like, oh my God, like this guy played it and he like doesn't hate it, and like I like, oh, look at me. Then it was like, okay, well, now how do I step it up? Because like I marketed it as like a prototype, and I wanted him to come back to it and be like, oh, this is amazing. But in reality, like I only had like 2 weeks left, and I just needed to like polish what I had. So the mistake I made was like trying to like make a level and then make different types of like I don't know, you call them enemies. Yeah, enemies. And then like create lots of levels out of those enemies. And like in theory, like that'd be great. Yeah, like have like a level design system, and then have like enemy systems, and then like create a series of content that like alternates between different environments and interactables. But like, how long was that sentence? I didn't even have 2 weeks left. So I guess I just got ahead of myself. And when it came time to like submit it, you know, on my own timeline, I didn't have something I was happy with. Like I wasn't happy with the level, and I was rushing the art, and the art never got finished. And I don't think I uploaded the version that I wanted to upload. It just got to be too much, and I wasn't able to polish the little bit that I had because I kept trying to reach a bigger goal. So I feel like that's super important to think about right now, because with the current game I'm working on, I feel like the same thing. I feel like, well, I have like the core loop, and I have like the main gameplay, and like I just want to like polish up everything I have. And at the same time, like it'd be super nice to like, you know, add like an unlocking system, add like different collectibles, add like a meter, or add like some visual. Like there's so many things I could add onto the game by like expanding on those ideas. But learning from my old experience with Shark Game, like I think it would be wise to finish that game as soon as possible by no more new features and just polishing it. So yeah, and that's like the beauty of like sequels, right? You can always go back and do that. But I think Shark Game like ultimately may not have been a success, but it definitely wasn't a failure because it was a huge learning opportunity. I recently learned this phrase. Am I gonna think of it? What is it? Failure besides death is like mental. It's up here. It's all made up. And me like failing is not really true, like, because you can only like learn upwards. This is like a bit of a like closing statement, I guess, but like I've been playing chess recently, and like I play loose. Like I look to go into that match, play the opening that I know, and like find that loss again so that I can like learn as soon as possible so that I beat the game and win by getting smarter. So it's the same thing with game dev. Like learn, fail, finish, and then like make the next one. So yeah, thank you, Shark Game. If you want to play the pieces of that game that are still in existence, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and see you guys next time.